Hi, you guys. Um, hopefully I can see a little bit better. There we go. It's got a lot better. Um, so today I kind of been at odds ends a little bit. It seems like I don't know. It seems like I've been pushed with my worst fears, and I'm still here. Like it's nothing else to be fearful of. You know how people try to bully you and then they think that sometimes people think, and this is the thing, I get this a lot because I've had this most of my life. Okay, now when I was younger I used to fight, but it wasn't because I just came out and started messing with people, but it seemed like every time I was around or something or doing my own thing, there's always someone who thinks that I am like a good target to um bully and to do things with. Let me put this over here because I really don't have um my table close enough. But I remember, I'll take that back. I remember when I was in I had transferred the first time of me being bullied. I remember when I was in grade school. I was like fourth or fifth grade. And no, matter of fact, I think I was like it was like fourth or fifth grade. And I remember it was this one girl that I was kind of cool with. I thought we were friends, but then you don't really know who your friends are. Um, and she used to be a very big bully. Well, there used to be quite a couple of bullies at our school, and the bullies used to fight each other like bullying. And but I really didn't think I was gonna fight her. I never fought her. I never fought her. Even when it got close to it, I never ended up fighting her. But anywho, I thought we were okay. I thought we were cool because we were both like cheerleaders and all that. And I remember and she was kind of really heavy set. And I remember she used to tell me, "Oh yeah, to tie my shoe," and she was like, "She can't do it." I was like, "Oh, I'll do it." And then I didn't know that she was making fun of me of doing it. Like, look, she's like a peasant. She'll tie my shoe and this, and I still did it. And it was just like, okay. And then when I said, "Oh no, I'm not gonna do it because you're trying to make fun," all I was doing was trying to help you. And I remember that time, you guys. She got really upset because I was like, I only wanted to help you because I thought you were literally fat and you couldn't do it. You're my friend. I'm gonna help you. And she got mad. Now, mind you, the whole time she was playing me. The whole time we were in second grade, and she was calling me a peasant. And at that time, I had just transferred from one school to another, and it was from one side of the city to the next side, like from east. It actually was from east to west, and it's a whole different ball game in different areas. If you ever lived in any kind of city, it's always different. The customs are usually different. So, trying to fit in, especially when I came, when I stuck out a little bit, and I had issues with people already trying to like fight me and just do crazy stuff, and I would just back out. But anywho, so I would just told her like I wasn't gonna do it, and I remember she was like, "Oh," and she's gonna get her brother. Her brother was like in the fifth grade, and we were like in the second. And I'm sitting here like in my head, like I don't care. Like I'm in the second grade and I fight my cousins who are in high school. And that's how, like, y'all don't understand. This is how I end up getting so, like, so skilled. Like, I literally had to take kickboxing as a kid. I took judo as a kid so I would not get bullied. So, and these people don't know that. And I also took that for anger management because I had a lot of anger inside of me from a lot of things, and I learned how to redirect a lot of the current that comes in front, things like that. um so I would say, okay, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to fight, and try to back off. And she thought it was just like as if she just made some kind of big accomplishment until it got to a point where it was like, oh, you wanted to do more, and then you finally say no because you're trying to just make the peace. You're trying to make the peace, okay? And for me, that kind of went on for a good minute. And I just was like, well, maybe if I do this, then they would stop, or they had what they want, and they would stop, trying to attack, because I'm not in an attack mode whatsoever. If anything, I'm just trying to learn and develop and meet new friends and do all of that. But in the reality of it is that it didn't get better. It got worse. It got okay for a minute until they want, like, she wanted more. She wanted more. And it was to the point where I said no. And I got to the point where I was fed up. Like, I didn't care. If I needed to fight her, I would have fought her. But by then, people had already pushed my buttons. By then, I was like probably in the 4th or 5th grade by then. By then, she saw that I actually did have skills and she was not going to win. And I didn't care about, if she had a brother, a sister, a cousin. Like, I had so many brothers, cousins, so all of that. I had so many of those. Like, even, if I really needed to, I could have called them and got everything squared away, but I didn't feel it was necessary. I'm not, I've never been that kind of a violent person, even though some people know me as a fighter, physically and spiritually. But I've never came off that way. But it's so ironic how people really think that you are weak. People really think that you are weak because you're stepping back from things. One thing that I learned from this journey, one thing that I've learned for certain from this journey as is who I am and what I'm called to do. And not only that, but I understood today that it does not matter. Some people, they're just like that. They want you to dim your light. And I've been doing that for so long, especially here. It's like, okay, well, let me go hide this and let me go protect this. And sometimes you do have to do that. But it's like, if you're going to beat me up, even when I'm not, even when I'm surrendering, when I'm hunched over, what else are you going to take from me? What else? What else do you think you're going to, get from me? What else do you think? Like, so I might as well be myself. I might as well just go ahead and not only that, I might as well just crush you because I really could crush you. Like, people, like, you taking everything, even the things that you taking all my fears and try to use them against me. Not only that, you taking the fears that I pretended to have. Like, some people don't understand it, and I know that sounds crazy, but it is so true. Okay, I know that for myself. Sometimes I will act as if I'm afraid of certain things, just so, because I see certain people, they grasp to it. They're like, okay, well, this is something I can. You just tried to take something that I'm not even really afraid of, even my fears that I put on myself. And sometimes we do that with our own mindsets. When we saw other people doing, oh, I know I can overcome this, but if I show this person that I can overcome this, then I'm gonna get attacked. Like, no, you've taken everything. You have taken every single thing and turned it against me. So I have no other choice but to be myself and to be authentic and to be what I'm called to be. And not only that, to crush you by doing so, because I know that every time I'm doing it, every time I'm being myself, every time I'm being the best Belle that I can possibly be, then I'm showing you that all your pretenses, everything that you've done to me was a lie. It was a lie, and it was from the pit of hell. Like, some people need to understand that not everyone um who's in a relationship or in some kind of dynamic that is being mistreated is not weak. It's not weak. If anything, now, ignorant, I can say sometimes, yes. Ignorant meaning not knowing. Um Dumb sometimes, yes. Yes, because some of us need to acknowledge that. Some of us need to acknowledge that, own it, and say, you know what? I had a dumb moment. I had a dumb moment. But you know what? I grasped myself back. I got myself back together and I moved forward, and I moved forward. And because of that, I am grateful, you know. Um, but those people are not weak. They are not weak. There are so many times when there have been people who try to dim my light. And I mean, crush me, like literally physically. I've had it from adults. I've had it from children. I had it from children's parents who see the light in me and will attack me, knowing the situations that I went through, knowing the hardships. Some people don't know the hardships. They just see the glow of God and they just see that and they're like, something, they can't put their hand onto it, but they don't understand what came through with it. But anywho, but they see that and they try to attack you, or they try to say, oh, well, she didn't do this. Well, that kind of isn't all together. And this is kind of, okay, well, she did this, but it's not always this. And this, it's not, she's not better than this person. And then when it's always been like that. Just understand. I don't want to dwell on it, but it's just like, it made me laugh because it's like, what the enemy meant for evil, God used to turn to get his glory. I can see that for myself. I can see that for my life right now. I can see it. I'm no longer bound. I can no longer live in the fallacy of the lie. I can no longer live in that place called the lie. I can no longer live in there. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of respect. Whether you give it to me or not, that is on you. But I'm still worthy of it. And I'm willing to receive it, no matter what it takes, So felt like I was getting healed. Yeah. And sometimes you'll see this. I've seen it with so many people. I've even seen it with some of my family members. That's kind of what hurt me the most, because you think like, oh yeah. Well, sometimes, it's like that, but nope. And we all do it. We all do it. But just understand that person who has endured is not, they're not weak. They are not weak at all. In reality, those are usually the stronger people. I learned that I got, what, the stronger I was, the quieter I was. No, I'm not lying. Like, the stronger I got, I just read more, studied more, worked on myself, got better and better, and became strategic, just became strategic. So yeah. I think what brought me to make this video was because I saw my neighbor, and I know everything happens for a reason. I saw my neighbor, and my neighbor had made this whole presentation about, equality. And, we're in this season where people want to talk about equality again, and, making everything fair and all that other stuff. And, which is cool. But I saw all the people cheering her on and like, oh yeah, this is good. And you're always so equal in this and that. And it's like, this is not the same person that I know. Like, this is the person that asked me when she was moving in. I had already been here I think at least a year then. And she had just moved into the building. And I'm asking her, did she need some help? She's like, do you need help? No. I'm thinking like, am I looking that bad? Because, sometimes I don't. I'm coming out looking like this. So whatever. It is what it is. And yeah, so I'm like, no, I'm walking my dog. I had my dog. Yeah, I had my dog. And I'm walking and I'm like, do you need help moving the bag? She's like, do you need help? Like, I was like, well, let me help you. She was like, no, no, I got it. Like every time we had some kind of function, I was like, well, maybe it's me or something like that. Then I noticed, like, when we had our functions and things like that, which I usually don't attend. I usually come towards the end of the time because usually I'm working on a project. I see this woman like going off the handle saying my name, and like my name is common, but it's not that common. Like so many people are not gonna have the name that I have, you know. So I'm listening to her. I'm like, I never met her. I'm like, I'm not gonna check her because I don't know. Um, I don't know what she's affiliated with. You know, I'm in a different place. It's not my hometown, anything like that. And I've learned from experience. Sometimes you just have to be quiet, you know. And this person is going in talking about all kind of stuff that she doesn't even know about me, but just heard about me, or and how she treated me like the whole time. And then, you know, um now she's on this thing talking about equality and how she's helping people with business owners, and she goes and asks people all these things in her building about being a business owner, and she's this advocate. And I'm sitting here like, I know that's not true. I know that's a lie, you know. I know it's a lie, but do I need to fight it? No, because the truth is going to come out. Like the truth is going to come out. But to anyone who has gone through this, because I know that I'm not the only one who's gone through this, you know, there's been people who've been trying to literally attack my life physically and spiritually, just downright doggish dogs, okay? Downright doggish dogs, you know, to the point where um I was homeless, to the point where I had no other outsource. You know, people weren't helping me. The times when usually people would run to me, y'all, I have like a finishing spirit. I have a magnificent grace that people usually tend to gravitate to me. At this time in my life, I'm telling y'all, people was just so horrid. And I'm sitting here like, what? And like I said, I faced all my biggest fears during this time. People bullying me, harassing me, telling me I couldn't do anything. I faced all my fears because of it, you know. Almost like Job. Like Job was like, his worst fears came, but he still had to keep going. Which I really like Joseph. I say Joseph, Job. Um, which I know this has to have some kind of meaning. I don't know what it is yet, but it's okay because I'm still going through this process. Um, yeah. Because of that, I'm just gonna say, keep going, keep going. You're proving these people wrong every single day. Um, and the funny thing about, let me tell y'all about bullies, okay? Because people think they so cool. I guarantee you, bullies, when they don't change their ways, they end up living horrible lives. They have horrible lives. Like they never want to grow because they have that fixed, structured mindset. They don't have a lot. They don't, okay? And I understand. I understand being, I used to hate that E word too, empathetic. Being an empathetic person. And it doesn't mean that you're a walking doormat when you're an empathetic person. Sometimes you can go through cycles of it. But um I understand that um we are stronger than them. They know that we're stronger than them. Um and the only way, the only person who can stop the cycle really is you. And that's even with my exes. I even thought about that now. Like the only person that can stop it is really you. Is you. Um, I even think about it when I was in the second grade, y'all. Like the only reason that she stopped is that she knew that I wasn't gonna go anymore, and I was gonna do whatever it took to make it stop. So, um, Yeah. Yeah. Keep going. Keep striving for your goals. Keep going for your dreams. You don't have to listen, as far as that person is concerned who's dogging you, who's saying all these crazy things about you, as far as they're concerned, they're right. Okay. Let them be right for the moment so they can be wrong forever. Okay. Let them be right for the moment so that they can be wrong forever. So you want to be right forever, like a long time. You don't want to be just right about a particular thing. Don't, mm-mm. Don't win the battle, win the war. Be a strategist. Um, yeah, I'm gonna get off there. Hopefully, something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem. Thank you.